Hello everyone. This is sorry. This is the fifth video of my challenging. So today gonna be day 5. Yeah. Okay. So today's also it's a weekend. So I didn't receive any mail from Scum. So I just went through the bbc.com and I find another trouble topic. Why should I? Destination, cultures. Okay, I will go to the culture. That might be interesting. Come on, culture. Okay. Here's editor choice. Here we go. Come on. What happened? Okay, there's a few ads appearing on my screen, so I can look. Okay, there's a lot of discovery. Okay, learning a new language in 2020 and to America. Okay, the war of tomorrow. Comeback cities, second civilization. Okay. So today I'm gonna read about the Europe's most misunderstood capital. Okay. What is about? This about the Luxembourg countries. Country that's the already familiar with Myanmar, Luxembourg Development Agency. Here they support a lot of tourism activity here in Myanmar. So I'm gonna read about them. Okay, let's get started. So Luxembourg has been affiliated with a boring and state reputation, but there's much more to its dynamic and diverse capital city than meets the eyes. Okay, this is the written by Jane Marsh, 14 September 2020. Golden flame danced their way around the ball along a narrow trail of whiskey. Moment later, the tattooed bartender wearing a leopard print leotard climbed onto the wooden countertop and began grinding to the choppy beat of AC/DC Back in Black. Her move captivating every eye inside in the busy room. It was Saturday night in the loud and capricious rock bounces bar in Luxembourg City's the closest neighborhood, a 12th century brewing district that had been regenerated into an electric entertainment area. Another of my preconception about this curious city was going in smoke. A boring, dull, a ghost town at weekends. I had read some words seldom mentioned in European travel guides, and seeming a heaven or suited and boarded bureaucracy on its occasional news channel appearance. The city seemed like a framework curses finished few that was all work and no play. My expectations were not high, but it wasn't just the wide evening that had made me reconsider these unique cities. Okay, 12 hours earlier, I had spent my first morning in Luxembourg's capital walking along the Chemin de la Corniche, a promenade that gives a grand perspective of Luxembourg City's dramatic topography. Its imposing multi-level cityscape, complete with deep, gorgeous, and twisting road amid dense trees and party pictures cliff form an arresting panorama. Okay, it's a quote. It doesn't matter who you are or what you look like, you're always welcome. Oh my god, this is a really nice quote. described by the influencer Luxembourg writer Betty Weber as the most beautiful balcony of Europe. The promenade looked out across the crooked rooftop of the low-lying ground neighborhood, the snaking Alzati River and the lonely spire of the Alges Saint-Jean-du-Grand. To the west of the imposing book casemate, a natural fortress carved out of a cliff face that became one of the Europe's most strategic strongholds in the 17th century, earning Luxembourg City the name the Gibraltar of the North. They were designated a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1994. A distant red tall, very cute and trembling green haze completed the sense. The city of a valley, Pilatus and promenade had captured my attention, but like many people, I still know little about Luxembourg, which is perhaps an odd thing to say about one of the Europe's most prosperous country. Okay, let's continue. Okay, following the decline of the steel industry in 1970s, the country was forced to diversify and wisely focus on the services sector. Wow, that's very good. Now, with the highest GDP per capita in the UE, Luxembourg has become a hugely attractive location to do business thanks to its favorable tax structure, stable government, and proximity to other large European financial centers, housing offices for some of the world's largest companies. Its capital has become the focal point of this dynamic economic powerhouse. The dynamism Capital Global headline earlier this year one in March, Luxembourg became the first country in the world to offer free public transport across the entire nation. Those largely a bid to solve Luxembourg city traffic congestion problem. It was a bold move and characteristic of the city drive. And as well as being eco-friendly, it also means visitors can travel quickly from the airport to the city enter on the modern tram network at no cost and without having to pay for the right money. But like me, Amanda Roberts, a former lawyer and now editor-in-chief of the English-speaking Luxembourg guide, City Savvy Luxembourg, knew little about the city when she visited for the first time. I had already proposed moved from her then home to the Brussels. When I was studying for my master's degree, I had taken a trip for the cold to Luxembourg. I spent half a day here and it just looked so boring. She told me I knew nothing and actually I was refusing to move. That was 8 years ago, and since then the cities and the country have campaigned to inform people about this open and forward-thinking nature. Initiatives like Free City, White Wi-Fi, and a modern environmental action plan have been signaled. Luxembourg City is 21st century ambition. The small country also boasts Europe's second lowest gender pay gap. Yet, Robert isn't the first person to have an initial trepidation about moving the city. I honestly don't think I could have found it on a map, laughed Martin Johnson, a Swedish native who has been living in the Luxembourg City for 4 years. Johnson noticed the boring talk early on among the cyber expert community online. A lot of people come from London, Paris, and all these huge metropolitan places, and to then compare to those cities with Luxembourg City is unrealistic. I think you just have to be 10% more proactive here, he explained. Okay. And many young locals are proud of what the city has become in recent years. I think it's very underrated. So, Claudia Sansu, a student and native Luxembourger who also teaches the national language Luxembourgish to English speakers. It is a beautiful city with history, culture, nightlife, and good restaurants. I also a place that accepts anyone from anywhere, she added. It doesn't matter who you are or what you look like, you are always welcome. With French, German, and Luxembourgish all recognized all official languages, its multi-phase linguistic saturation and plentiful job opportunity had made the capital a magnet for young practitioners across the continent. And with English as an acceptable and prominent additional language used around many workplaces, that reach has spread globally. In fact, while Luxembourg City only has a population of around 120,000, more than 70% of its residents are non-Luxembourger. With that number are citizens from the 168 different countries, making it a remarkable diverse city, but with only a fraction of people typically found in other renowned global cities. But as integrating as its cocktail of cultures is a significant chunk of the city workforce commute from neighboring countries, meaning the city under is notably less busy at evenings and weekends. That's a huge problem. So, Sebastian Rocco, the CEO of Visit Luxembourg, is part of our campaign to motivate people to discover where they want. He told me the feeling in the city is quite special. It's not boring at all in terms of gastronomy and culture, with a number of healthy yet rich traditional dishes. The gastronomy has historically been a quirky reflection of its location in the heart of Europe. French cuisine with German portion is a tongue-in-cheek label that isn't entirely inaccurate, but the city now boasts an array of premium restaurants that illustrate the capital's vast cultural diversity, from Italians, Greek, and Portuguese to Bangladeshi, Indian, and Japanese. Oh my god, oh, it's so loud. Okay. One of the city's biggest story in recent years is Chichi, a thriving Middle Eastern restaurant that prohibits son of the capital dynasty and diversity. Serene head chef Charlie employed cook for Iraq, Afghanistan, Somalia, and beyond, allowing chefs from abroad to integrate into Luxembourg life by offering them a meaningful work that leads the less their talent shines, starting as a pop-up in 2015. And now expanded to full restaurant. It's an extraordinary story from a small but relentlessly enterprising and open-minded city. There's so much opportunity to bring something from your own country that doesn't already exist, all to create something new. Sell Robert, not bad for a boring city that's difficult to spot on a map. Initially, I was like, there's no way I'm moving to Luxembourg. She laughed, looking, but I was really damn it, and it's so funny now because I would never leave. Thank you very much. This Combat City is a BBC travel series that showcases under the radar capital champion the urban underdog and rebel in the success story of cities. This is Tom their fortune around. Join more for 3 million BBC travel fun, like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter and Instagram. If you like this story, sign up for the weekly BBC.com new feature called the Essential League, a handpicked selection of stories from the BBC future culture, work, life, travel, I'll deliver to your inbox every Friday. Okay. Thank you for your attention. This is for today. See you tomorrow.